Guys, I should have brought my ring light. The lighting is horrible in my car right now. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Callie. I create all things New York City, lifestyle. I love to go to discounted retail stores. I have a cat who's insane, and I love to drink coffee, which is what we're gonna go do right now. Once a week, I try to treat myself to a coffee, and there is my favorite coffee shop. It's about 10 minutes from me. I think it's a Turkish or Middle Eastern coffee shop, but they have an abundance of like really nice iced lattes. They have teas, they have smoothies, but I love their iced latte. It's so good. So in today's video, I'm gonna be doing kind of like an updated work day with me. My job, I do work in customer service. I work remote and I work for a corporate company. So I kind of want to show you the ins and outs of my day and go over the pros and cons of working remote, how it benefits being home, how sometimes it doesn't. If you can relate to anything of working remote, working from home, working in customer service, working for a corporate company, definitely watch this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, let's start this day off by getting a large iced coffee. I'm gonna jam out to Ariana Grande's deluxe album, Eternal Sunshine. I have been loving that song, Twilight Zone. If you have not heard that song yet, go listen to it right now. So it's so rainy and gloomy today. I don't want to work. I'd rather just be in my pajamas with a blanket on my lap watching all the Harry Potter movies. Luckily today, it's Thursday, but it's actually my Friday. I had accumulated like 70 plus hours, and my supervisor was like, Callie, your hours are gonna expire at the end of this month. And I was like, well, I need to use them. So I took about a week off. So I'm very excited to have a week off, reset, kind of do some personal stuff on my own time. So I'm very much looking forward to my week off. All right, enough yapping. I need to get this coffee. Right, I got my iced coffee. I got a large iced ripple. That's what they call it here. It's like they make homemade vanilla syrup and they put it in here, and I got it with oat milk. So let's try it. Oh my gosh, that is so good. All right, I'm gonna head home. I do have a to-do list I need to go over before I am off for a week. So I will check in with you guys when I get back home. So I'm actually currently in my bedroom. I have a small little desk in here where I keep my personal computer. This is where I do all my editing. I check all my emails and things like that. But I did make a to-do list that I want to go over with you guys, and I will pop it up here on the screen so you guys can follow along. Oh, I need to do laundry. Probably do that right after I get done talking to you guys about my to-do list. I want to clear out my inbox. You know, when you have a week off from work, you want to make sure that there's nothing left for you to come back to after having some time off from work. So definitely want to make sure that I have no emails from work before I leave today. I need to clean the bathroom. It looks like a bomb went off. I will not show you guys that. I do not like a dirty bathroom. I like it to be sparkling clean. The kitchen definitely needs to be tidied up. Work out. We'll see about that one. Put read 50 pages on here. I usually don't read my book until I'm kind of getting ready for bed. Reading before bed helps me sleep so much better. I have a meeting at 10 a.m., which I probably should have put on the top of the list. That's our last meeting of the week. It's really fun. We all kind of come together, talk about what we're doing for the weekend, go over any changes that are happening. I think today we're doing like breakout groups. We're launching something new for our clients. So we're gonna go over it, maybe do a demo just to get familiarized with it so that when the clients come and they have questions about it, we know how to answer them. And then I put fold laundry, so I'll fold laundry when that's done. And I put spoil Obi, which he's behind me, he's on the bed. So I'm gonna start checking this list off, probably first by doing laundry, and then I have to sign on to work pretty soon. So I will check in with you guys when I get to my desk. So I just threw some laundry in. I just logged into work. The inbox looks really good. Last Friday, our team came together and really cleared out the inbox, which is such a good feeling. However, it is Thursday and it's kind of starting to pick back up again. Our policy is 24 hours, so the clients have 24 hours till we can respond to them, to be really detailed when we're answering their questions, making sure that we're giving them the correct information, trying to keep as much we don't want any back and forth with them. Like, we want to give them one email and be done, and that's it, and move on to the next one. Have a team meeting in about an hour, and that'll be our last meeting for the week, and then I will be done for the week. So definitely want to clear out what I have in my inbox, and we will go from there. So I'm going to log in, check in with everybody, say good morning, and then I will catch up with you guys throughout the day. Guys, I'm about to hop on to my team meeting today. So far the morning, I've only been on work for an hour, and I returned a couple of voicemails from yesterday afternoon. The inbox is looking really good and organized, so I will catch up with you guys when I'm done with my team meeting. All right, so we just got done with our team meeting, and it was actually a productive meeting. We talked about team culture, and we talked about all the changes that are happening and updates. Thing that I want to talk about within my role, and if you can relate to this, leave a comment below so we can, share stories together. But one thing that's frustrating about my role is that there's constant changes happening. There's always new updates that we have to follow up with, or make sure that we don't forget, and then it ends up changing. We were supposed to have an update happen early next month. Now that's being pushed back, and now we have to explain that to the client. And then they're always like, well, why is it being pushed back? When is it going to be going live? And then we have to tell them, well, we'll follow up with you. Keep tabs on your email, on the website for more updates, and that can be incredibly frustrating. On a more positive note, we talked about team culture and talked about lack of communication, how we need to improve that with our managers. We talked about what is the growth within this role. Like, there's some people who have been in my role for like 4 or 5 years. What does that growth look like? Otherwise, people are going to move on to other positions or other companies because they're going to be able to grow there. So we talked about the future of education, learning about opportunities to grow and move up. So I think that's really important when you're working in corporate, to keep tabs on your supervisor and say, hey, I'm interested in moving up. What does that look like? What steps do I need to take? I hate speaking up. I hate saying those things. It's not that I want to leave this role, but I also want to be in charge of my future. And what does that look like? I don't want to be doing the same thing for 4 or 5 years, so if I can take that opportunity to learn how to grow and educate myself, I need to learn to speak up and tell my manager that. Anyway, it was a really good meeting. I'm glad that we did that. I'm actually really hungry. My stomach is was growling during the meeting. I'm going to make myself a little bit of a breakfast, and then I'm going to check back into the phones, check the emails, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. I made myself some avocado toast. My avocados are perfectly ripe, and I put some Trader Joe's chili oil on there and some salt and pepper. This looks really good. Cannot wait to eat this. Gotta catch up on some emails. And fire some YouTube. close to lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have my favorite flatbread from Trader Joe's. I think I've shown this in a few videos. It is the Gruyere cheese with ham, and oh my gosh, this is so good. Put hot honey on top of this and some oregano and arugula, and it is delicious. I also leave it in the oven 5 minutes longer than what it says. I like it extra crispy. I met with one of my coworkers for about half an hour. We were going over something together, and I really think it's important and it's nice when you have a work buddy or a work best friend that you can go to vent if you're having a bad day, if you need help with something. I think that's really important. I apologize, I did just turn the dishwasher on. Anyway, I'm gonna make my little flatbread pizza. I'm gonna watch the latest episode of what's today, Thursday, Summer House. So I'm gonna watch Summer House. If you're new here, I love Bravo, anything Bravo TV. It's my guilty pleasure. I watch every show on there except Vanderpump Rules in the Valley. But other than that, I'm watching all the Housewives and Southern Charm. So I'm gonna make this, and then I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Do not bite me. All right, I got my delicious flatbread. I'm gonna put a mountain of arugula on top of this, and then I have my Swoon half and half drink. If you guys have ever had these, they're really good. They're only 5 calories and 0 grams of sugar, but I mean, to me, this tastes like a Arnold Palmer, but it has the less calories and less sugar. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch, and then I'm gonna fold some laundry, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. I just got done eating my lunch. I had about 80% arugula, 20% flatbread. I put so much arugula on top, like that's pretty much all I ate. 15 minutes left until my lunch break is over, so I figured I would hop on here and chat with you guys for a minute and talk about working in corporate America. I will say the past month or so, my supervisor has been really helpful. We had to do like a survey at the beginning of the year, basically telling the higher up about my experience so far within the year, feedback and things like that, and that I felt like there was a lack of leadership, and I feel like that got communicated to my supervisor, and she's really been super helpful as far as when I'm asking for help, if I'm not sure about anything that I could resolve for the client I'm speaking to. Like, she's like, let me get that answer for you, let me help out as much as I can. And I really think that's a true manager when they step in and really want to help you. As far as like a day-to-day schedule, I try to find other outlets to have me look forward to after work, you know, especially if it's like so busy throughout the week and you're answering 20 calls a day and it's not easy. I try to find things to look forward to, and sometimes that's going for a walk, maybe taking a bath, going outside, getting some fresh air. I mean, that really helps me, especially when the sun is out. It just makes it even nicer. It's important to have those outlets to look forward to after a long work day. You know, kind of gives you something to look forward to. Oh, after work I'm gonna put on my favorite TV show, or gonna read a chapter of my book, or maybe I'm gonna do some stuff for myself. Maybe I'll put a face mask on, a hair mask, and just, you know, do some self-care. Whatever it is, like, definitely make sure that you prioritize that stuff. Tell you guys, I am reading Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I read his other book, The House Across the Lake. I did not like that book. The ending was so wacky, but this book is so good. It's about this woman. She's an apartment sitter in New York City, and she's staying in this like prestigious apartment building on the Upper West Side. There's rumors going around that that building is haunted, and so she's trying to investigate another apartment sitter who went missing. She like vanished, so she's like trying to get answers for that. But so far the book is really good. I think I'm gonna finish up folding up some of this laundry, log back into work, and I believe I'll only have like 2 hours left and some change, and then I will be off for a week. So if you have accumulated a lot of PTO and it's gonna go away or disappear or expire, please take your PTO. Take your PTO. That's what it's there for. You know, like, you have a right to use that time. And I know some places maybe aren't as lenient, but if it's gonna go away, you know, make sure that you, again, take some time for yourself and, you know, take your time off that you have. about a 15-minute break, and instead of sitting on the couch, playing on my phone, playing on TikTok, Instagram, I'm gonna do a quick 15-minute full body workout. Get that over with. I don't have to think about it. I work out to make me feel good, to give me a second win throughout the day. That's why I do this. So I'm gonna do a quick 15-minute workout, get a second wind in, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Friends, we did it. We made it through the workday, and I am so excited to have a week off, enjoy some time for myself, maybe get some personal stuff done that I need to work on, journal, maybe I'll read some good books while I have some time off, catch up on a new show. This week was pretty easy. The past couple of weeks have started to slow down as far as workload, but in February and January, it was a rough month for me as far as what my job was going through and all the changes that were happening and all the complaints from the clients that we had to keep up with. It was a struggle. This is your reminder, no matter what job you do, what title you have, if you work, if you don't work, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're working for yourself, if you're working under a corporation, take some time for yourself. Give yourself some self-love, some self-care. You deserve it. If you enjoyed this type of video, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. Also, leave a comment below. Share some of your job stories with me. Do you work remote? Do you have to go in the office 9 to 5? What does your day-to-day look like? Thank you so much again for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next adventure. Bye!